So obviously gold and silver have come down the last 2 days. Today, they actually closed green, very bullish stuff, especially the miners. That's what I wanted to bring up really today. The miners and also yesterday. Yesterday, I don't know if it was a better day than today, even though today was green. Yesterday, I didn't make a video. I actually wanted to pronounce the following. The miners seriously outperformed, in my opinion, the metals yesterday on the big red day. I had a lot of stocks that were down 2%, 1%. Some of these silver, First Majestic, off the top of my head, Fortuna, I'm guessing now, Coeur d'Alene, some of the mid-tier, usually very, I don't want to say speculative, but the very sensitive ones, they were just down 1 or 2%. I couldn't believe it. Silver was down more. When you have silver down 2, 3, 4%, these SILJ stocks like Fortuna, EXK, they should be down like 7, 8, 9%. They were down 2 or 1. That was just remarkable stuff. And today, I mean, the metals were red at the beginning, they closed green, and all the metals had a great day, like up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, some of them. So that's all I really wanted to say. The one other thing, DXY yields, yeah, some days, yields go up, gold goes down a little bit, but I just feel like overall, gold and silver don't care anymore. Obviously, this whole move up in the dollar, we've seen gold just do amazing. So we know it's dislocated. But, the fact that DXY today, we closed a low day, normally we're going to go down, probably retest this prior breakout, 105-ish. So that's what should happen. Anything can happen. But I feel like it doesn't even matter. I do feel like DXY going down should help gold, but maybe that's a safety off trade, oh, war is no longer as dramatic as we thought. So overall, I just don't really care about the DXY until I do. Maybe it starts to come back in a more obvious way, then I'll pay attention to it more. I pay attention to it every day. But DXY yields, normally I spend quite a lot of time on those, but I mean, I do care because I think they have an effect on the markets. I think dollar yields will go higher. I think yields will go higher. I know there's news and bad news is good news and all this, but overall, I feel like yields are going up. I mean, that's the trend here, and I feel like they have to. But I think gold, even historically, gold doesn't care about yields going up. If anything, it kind of likes it. So yields going up, maybe they come down a bit, but overall, I think we're going to end up testing the highs again. Then we'll see. Maybe the Fed capitulates. But the dollar also, overall, I think it will go up a little bit. But for now, dollar going up, gold and silver don't really care. And I love that. There's nothing better than yields and the dollar going up and gold going up with it. Likewise, I like gold and silver coming down and the miners coming down less or even being green. I mean, I don't, this is just colossal as a move up. I like a healthy back test. I feel like, well, this is a hell of a hammer, right? I'm looking at gold now on the daily. Basically, we closed here on that low, that 23.20, sort of the low down here. It's kind of the line I drew. Maybe I got lucky on that. But whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is that's a great hammer. Kind of suggests you want to go back up. And then who knows, do one of these. But even if we come back down, and obviously it doesn't take this long, things happen a lot quicker. It's just so it's easier to see what I'm talking about. Even if we come back down, I think overall, we want to go back up. And I think this is just going to keep going up. This is obviously, the trend is obviously our friend. The trend is up. It's a serious breakout. I'm just a little surprised how fast we bounced because it's like, oh, here comes the flush, right? Yesterday, that's what it was all about. It was, okay, the top is in, the short-term top. How much do we drop? And then today, look at that buy the dip. Basically unchanged by the end, hence the hammer. Silver, same sort of thing. Unchanged, actually green. Very nice, perfect stuff. Really perfect. 27. We didn't even go back to test 26. 26 was obviously the real support. That was the real resistance for months. Years, no, months. You could say years actually. But support is stronger. So all those people waiting at 26 or even just above 26, if you're trying to be smart, like I would, nah, 27. And this just looks strong. Who knows? It can go lower. 26 should be very strong, though. Let's be honest, it should be very strong. I think there's a lot of dip buys here. I didn't buy anything here. I actually wanted it to dip more. But look at okay, I've moved on to GDX. Look at this though. This is the 26th equivalent on silver, if you will. obvious resistance. I've had this line in for ages, obvious support, just on the dot. SILJ on the dot yesterday too, right? The only reason I didn't buy is because I'm in the middle of a transfer, which should be completed this week. But I don't really care. I'm happy with what I've got. I nibbled a little bit out. Actually, I'm not. I wish I'd bought. I wish I'd bought. It's just a little bit of laziness, a little bit of me waiting for this transfer to be complete any moment now. But this is clear support. I did think that maybe gold and silver would go lower, but very, very impressed with the dip buying. The point is, the miners, look at this, 2.5%. Beautiful on a day where they're unchanged. That's serious outperformance. Yesterday, it was the same thing. I know it was on a red day, but it was the same thing. Let's look at some of these miners real quick. Okay, Newmont, not the best to choose from because that was actually really weak. Yesterday, it was average week. I think it was down like 3%. Today, unchanged. So basically, overall down 2% in the last 2 days. Still outperformed, relatively speaking, the metals. Barrick Gold, that did okay today. Obviously, better than Newmont, but not the best of the bunch. Agnico Eagle, though, look at this one. It's like one day away from a new all-time, you know what I mean by new all-time high. Very, very strong. Pan American Silver, okay, it's okay. But to be honest, it's had a crazy catapult move up. But I was expecting something better actually from Pan America. But I think it takes 2 days to reach the top. Actually, if we do, or if we retest 30 on silver, I think these will just scream up. I think that's the signal everyone was waiting for. Like, how much of a pullback do we get? But if silver starts to run to 30, everyone's just going to chase this train out of the station. SSRM, by the way, looks really good. Really good. Closed near that. I nibbled some out of 549, believe it or not, today. It's just a sell I left in after a few days ago or something. This one I'm sure tomorrow will be basically 586 or something. Even if gold doesn't move, this one just looks like it's on its own trajectory. SSRM is probably the strongest looking out of them all. Wheaton, I didn't realize I was going to do a quick portfolio update, but Wheaton, very good. Look at that close at high of day. Just done miraculous stuff. I need to clean this up. Boom. Wheaton looks really good. Surprised, it's kind of a defensive, heavy mover, but it's done very well. Natala, that's underperforming. It is what it is. I don't want to add to it. I've got enough in it. Franco Nevada, I missed that one out. That's okay too for a big one. That's going to close above 124. First Majestic though. Look at this. This is something I was saying. Maybe it gets down there. I thought 650 or even low sixes, basically descending, right? I was off by a few millimeters, like 5 cents. Perfect. I mean, I should have bought that. I should have bought that. I could probably still buy that actually, but this is relevant now. Looks really good, this one, technically. And this is actually relevant. It's the ascending that's counted more. That's nice and clean. That's really good. EXK, look at that. That's one decent day away from retesting its 310 level. Really good. What about my Coeur d'Arlem? This is not in the usual order. The silver stocks, yeah, they went down quite a bit, but silver got crushed like 5.5% yesterday. So fair enough. Look at that. How much are we off from the highs? Okay, 16%, that's quite a bit, but that's Coeur d'Arlem. That takes 1.5 days to reverse. So, EXK, CDE, Fortuna, that one's quite good. There you can see that one's a bit stronger. That's one day away. Basically, 1, 2, max 3 days away from being at $30 silver test levels. Once that happens, and you know where silver is. I mean, look, silver's kind of far from getting its 30 tests. Imagine we start, imagine tomorrow, for whatever reason, or just the end of this week, we're testing here. This is obviously going to be a bit resistant, by the way, 29. You can see it's like the high besides this one day. We're testing 29. Where are these silver stocks going to be? They're going to be plus 20% from where they are now. Let's look at Mag Silver. Not my favorite. Look at that. That'll be a new all-time high by 29. Probably be all the way up here. And I don't like this stock, actually. There's much better. So let's look at Heckler. That'll easily be above this by the time we're 29, or probably there. But by 30, they're all making new highs. So I think what I'm trying to say in this one, I am gold, very nice. This is not really silver related. ARMN, another one. Look at that new all-time, new period high. So these stocks are outperforming the metals. The ones I don't own actually got crashed on quite a lot yesterday. Harmony, that looks okay now. Anglo Gold, Nova Gold also got decked. But still, even the ones that are destroyed, they outperform the metals. I think that's my point, right? I don't want to make it too long. Point is, the last 2 days, including yesterday, which was supposed to be disastrous. I enjoyed yesterday. I enjoyed seeing silver down 5%. Gold was down like 2 or something. And I got these miners that usually get demolished. They're down 2-3% max. I thought, well, this is a good day. And then today, you've got hammers in the metals, and you got these guys up as if the metals were up 3-4%. So that's it. I'm repeating myself. I loved it. What do you think? Dollar yields irrelevant, may become relevant later. The market, I know that bounced, but that was having a bit of a disaster the last couple of days. Is that having an impact? We don't need to care about that. I love that. The markets we're immune to, the dollar we're immune to, yields we're immune to. I mean, famous last words, but normally we're very sensitive, the miners, by we. And those three, we just don't care. We're in our own bull market, and the trend is your friend, and we're already reversing to go back up. I want it to go down, but I don't mind if it goes up, right? Worst case scenario, make a lot of money. Not bad. All right. Good evening.